rainfall in Earth. This place is not at all having a single drop of rain. Polar caps, Antarctica. Sir, why does rainfall is not coming but snowfall is coming? In desert itself, you will be having minimum rainfall. Even though you might be in desert, 1 or 2 days of rain will be there. Sir, 0% rain is, yes, it is existing in Earth. Polar caps are there. You will not at all have rain, but you will have snowfall. In certain places throughout the year, do you have rainfall? Yes. Sir, before rainfall, you should know this concept called convection. Without wind, you will not have rainfall. If you have wind, then only rainfall occurs. So, base of rainfall is wind. Now, take this as a pressure cooker. If the heat is generated at bottom place, what will happen? Automatically, the wind starts to flow. That is why the cooker whistles, no? Why it is whistling? Because the convection is happening. You keep the fire at the bottom, the water vapor will go up and it will start to fall as drops, again it will go. So at a particular time 100-degree temperature is there, then it will starts to whistle. The same thing is happening in Earth. In equator, you have highest amount of the heat from the equator, it starts to burn at that place. See what will happen if you have the wind at particular place or you blow some hot air, what it will happen? It will move to another place. Can you see that equator has highest amount of temperature? Wind is not blowing in horizontal direction. We will be thinking that wind is blowing in horizontal direction. But no, wind is blowing in circular motion. This is the wind blow throughout the earth. Starts from the equator, it blows towards up. Have you seen when they are saying you with weather report? There is a high pressure here, there is a low pressure here. That is why the storm will come. High pressure creates rainfall. What will happen if you heat the air? It will become lighter. That is called low density or low pressure. You see the equator there? If you heat, what it will happen? It is the low pressure area. From the low pressure, it moves towards the high pressure. So where you will be having high pressure? At the polar regions, you will be having high pressure. Sir, during summer, we are going to Coorg. During summer, we will go to Kashmir. Even though the same sun is there, but why it is not so heat? Even in desert also, you check, there are deserts in Saudi Arabia. You go to top of the hill, you will be not feeling that much of hotness. Why? Earth's surface will absorb the heat. Not only wind is blowing due to one. So what is the first cause of wind blow? Due to heat of sun. Earth is also rotating, no? This is the second cause. Due to this, you will be not having the only wind flow, you will be having split up of wind flow. There are 3 split up. Nearby the equator, you have a Hadley cell which is 30-degree up and 30-degree down of equator. In these places, whatever country is there, you will be not having rainfall. Sahara deserts comes under this line. That is why they don't have rainfall. Whatever country is existing in the 30-degree plus or minus will be nearly desert. In India, Rajasthan is there. Even though India is tropical, it is going in this region. So what are the regions? First region is Hadley cell region where you will be not having much rainfall. Second region is called subtropical. See, polar places is called subpolar. You will be not at all having rainfall. Why? Because you have snow and there will be high snowfall here. Even though if you are in North Pole or South Pole, you will be not having snowfall. You should be in Switzerland in order to observe snowfall. This is the particular place you will be having snowfall. This is a particular area you will be having high rainfall. This is the real image how the wind is blowing. We think that wind is blowing horizontally, but wind will flow in this direction throughout the earth. This is due to what factor? Earth rotation factor. If earth is not at all rotating, wind will only flow in the circular motion. You have multiple splits there. The cool air is going up. Sun's heat is there at the surface. What will happen? The air will be heated and it will go up. it will condense into a cloud and it will precipitate. The air should go here and it should precipitate here only. No, but why it is not precipitating at deserts? I said that when heat is there, air should go here and it should precipitate here only. But why it is precipitating at somewhere far hot air and cool air? You see here, cool air will move from one place to another. Cool air comes from which place? Polar ice caps. From there the cool air comes. Hot air is coming from which place? Nearby the equator. When cool air and hot air is merging at one place, this is the place where you will be having high amount of rainfall. Can you see the clouds formation? Clouds will slowly form at a particular place. It will start to precipitate. So in this equatorial region, which produce the high amount of warm air, and from the polar regions you have cool air. What are the countries are suffering due to less rainfall? Australia. We think that Australia is much more evergreen or like that, tropical like that. No, Australia has highest amount of desert. Why? Australia lies in this place, no? Bottom portion. That is why you have high number of desert. There are two types of desert. Warm deserts are there, cold deserts are there.
Wherever there is high heat, there will be low pressure. Wherever there is lesser heat, there will be having high pressure. That is why the low pressure place, imagine the coastal areas. Coastal areas are what? Mangalore. You compare Mangalore with Bangalore. Mangalore have high temperature, isn't it? Heat will be more higher. But you compare Bangalore, heat is very less during in summer season also. Why? The altitude difference. Mangalore is nearby the sea, that is why you have high amount of heat. Bangalore is nearby the mountains or at higher altitude, that is why you have less amount of heat. You stand in land or you stand in water, how you feel? If you stand in land, you feel more heat. If you are standing nearby some water body, you will not feel. That is the difference. If you are in land, more heat will be observed. If you are in water, less heat will be there. Whenever you stand nearby the water body or nearby the ocean, you observe that from the land, the wind will move towards the sea. You will be observing the wind is flowing. But now currently you observe from where it flows. From which place to the destination. You have to check now. You can check by wherever there is heat, from there it moves towards the high pressure. You see, this is the northern part, this is southern part, this is called western. You have West Bengal, no? You have Bay of Bengal here. This is the part. From here the wind flows to the India. So the wind pattern is same. It will not change. Why? Because earth is rotating and it is being tilted. You have an atmosphere. Southwest wind is coming from Indonesia, Asia, etc. From there it starts. June 1 you see, there will be rainfall in weather forecast. Starting from June 1, what is the end of southwest rainfall in India? It starts with June 1 and ends. These 3 months you will be having about 75 to 85% of rainfall will be there. Now, what is the next time you will be having the highest rainfall is during northeastern monsoon. This is the another part. Nearly 15 to 25 of rainfall will come during the month of October, November, December. This is nearing the winter part. So this is a small amount of rainfall, not large when you compare the southwest. Why does it comes from southwest? Why not at northeast? Why it can't come? Can you create artificial wind? Sir, in some places in India, there is no rainfall. We are creating artificial wind. Is it possible? We are creating artificial electricity. We are creating artificial heat. Are we creating artificial heat? How? Gas stove. Gas stove is artificial heat. Electric stove, artificial heat. Sir, we can create artificial wind by using fan. But can you create artificial rainfall? There should be cloud. You can attract the cloud and make the cloud to fall as rainfall, but you cannot create cloud. You have Himalayan mountain, no? You have one side of mountain, that is why the air will not flow apart from this mountain. So the air will start to move upward. If you see the Tibetan region, does Tibet have frequent rainfall? All the warmer air will be staying here. What is the height of the Tibet? Do you have any idea? See, you are located in a place called 1 kilometer from seashore. We are in Bangalore, no? How much kilometer higher than seashore is? We are in 1 kilometer. Where is Tibet located? 4 kilometers. Now we are in 1 kilometer from sea. That is why we are experiencing less amount of heat. Imagine Tibet, it is in 4 to 5 kilometers from sea. That is why Tibetan people always wear sweaters. Around 7 to 8 kilometers. Tibet is 4 kilometers higher. Mount Everest is 7 kilometers higher. That is why Kailash, we will say that it has always been covered with snow. If you are keep on rising above, there will be less amount of rainfall. Why? Because there will be snowfall. Where you can see rainfall is wherever you have seashore and land, these places will be having maximum amount of rainfall in India. As an example, you can understand that due to the Tibet only, we are having a hindrance there for the air. That is why the air will not go there. The Tibetan plateau is there. It creates a low pressure zone. Then high pressure zone will be the rainfall. This is the reason for maximum rainfall. Next thing is northeast monsoon. What is southwest? Southwest falls from here. It comes from here in this direction. What is second type of rainfall is northeast. This is north, this is east. The rainfall falls from here. You can understand by direction of rainfall. All the wind will flow here. There is a high mountain. Due to this high mountain, all the wind will flow upward. If it is going up, what will happen? It will come down again. That is the reason you are having a second rainfall called northeast monsoon, which is having 15 to 20% of rainfall alone, which falls in the land towards Indian Ocean. Also in other places around the world, we are only concentrating in India. What are the places will be getting high amount of rainfall during this? Tamil Nadu, coastal area of Andhra Pradesh and Kerala, these three places will experience high amount of rainfall. This is a small highlight. Sir, I want to understand in a single picture in the sense, southwest monsoon gives more rainfall to whom? Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal. Do you have any idea on which is the place in world which has most highest rainfall? In India, Meghalaya. By name itself, you can understand why does the name kept as Meghalaya, in the sense, in Indian tradition, whatever name is kept, there will be some reason for that. In Indian tradition, whatever name is given for each state or each place or each disease will have some reason. Meghalaya is, you have clouds. That is the reason it is given the name as Meghalaya. You will be experiencing highest amount of rainfall throughout the year. 1200 centimeter of rainfall. How much? 6 times of rainfall when you compare Karnataka. What we experience is multiplied by 6. They have, throughout the year, they have the rainfall. Certain villages are there, nearly throughout the year they have rainfall. 1200 centimeter of rainfall will be there throughout the year. That is the reason. So Meghalaya is around which place? This Bay of Bengal place. Monsoon affected by July, August and September. These 3 months is called southwest. Northeast will come at October during the Dasra period. October, November and December. What is the main source of rainfall is? Throughout the entire country you will be having southwest monsoon, but northeast monsoon will be having only for Tamil Nadu and northern part of Andhra and eastern Ghats. These 3 places only you have rainfall. Now, do you have any idea why does Rajasthan is not at all getting rainfall? Here they said that you will be having rainfall, no? There is rainfall coming from here and it moves towards all the place. But why does Rajasthan is not at all getting the rainfall? It is called as desert. Sir, above the Rajasthan, you are having a hill. There is very cold here. Near Tibetan place, Nepal is also very cold. But rain is coming from here and wind is coming from here. But why does Rajasthan is not getting any rainfall? This is called a rain shadow region. Here you have a mountain. In Rajasthan, here you have a mountain. Imagine the wind is blowing here and there is a mountain here. What will happen? All the rainfall will be falling here. When the air goes above this, it falls, only dry air goes here. That is the reason, even though if you are having in the right place, if there is any obstruction, you will be not getting the rainfall. The Vastu Shastra, they will say that before purchasing a land, don't purchase a land nearby the hill. You Google it. Whenever you search a land for purchasing, nearby the hill, nearby the place of the mountain, the price will be very less. Currently, you will be not aware of this. You ask your parents when they are searching, or you itself search. The land price will be very less whenever you are searching nearby the hill. We will say that currently we are not having even a land for living. These people are saying don't buy land there. There is a technical reason that if you are buying near these kind of shadow regions, you will be having less amount of rainfall, water scarcity will be there. Due to water, there will be fight in home. Have you observed, whenever you have very less water in home, there will be fight. Whenever you are purchasing a land, if there is very less, there you will be having a fight. Do you have a border here at Rajasthan? What is the border? Pakistan and India. Do you have fight there? Heavy fight. Sir, we say that Vastu Shastra is waste. But you understand very scientifically, it is 100% true. In your house itself, it will work. In entire country, it will work. The key word here is northwest monsoon is called retreating monsoon. What is retreating monsoon is? The same wind is coming back is called retreating. 80% of wind, rainfall and 20% of rainfall.